Hi guys, now we've asked for a video on scientific notation to help out with some of the calculations we're doing at the moment involving mass, molar mass, and then doing some of the stoichiometry calculations. So hopefully this one will just be a quick recap for you for some maths you might have done back in year 8, 9 or 10 around what scientific notation is. So when we're talking about scientific notation, we're talking about when we have numbers that look like this. So you might have something like 3.16 times 10 to the 8. All right, so when you've got a number that looks like this is what we call scientific notation. So scientific notation has a number of things that indicate that it's a scientific number. So the first thing is that over here we always have just one number and then a decimal point. So scientific notation will always start with a 1 to 9 value. It won't be a 0, it won't be 10, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we've also always got here by 10 to the power, all right? So we've got this index version here, okay, of a 10 to the 8. And so doing the conversions between them are pretty straightforward, okay? So when it's 10 to the 8, that means when it's got a positive number here, that means really, really big. When it's got a negative number there, that means really, really small. So that first one there, 3.16 by 10 to the 8, I'll show you how to convert that into a normal number. So what you do is you just take your numbers here. So we've got 3, 1, 6, okay, we've got those numbers there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to move our decimal. Now our decimal was here, okay, here was our decimal, and we're going to move it by 8 positions, and because it's a positive 8, that means it's going to make it a big number, so we're going to shift it to the right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then everywhere we've got a gap here, we're going to put a 0 in, okay. So 3.16 by 10 to the 8 is the same as this number here. So when you put it in, 316 million is 3.16 by 10 to the 8, providing I've copied over my zeros, which I have there, okay? So all you've got to do when you're converting from scientific notation to a number is put your numbers in that you've got here from the front and then move your decimal. You can also do it with negative numbers as well. So if we had 4.17 times 10 to the negative 5, again, you put your numbers in, so 417, the decimal would be here, but because it's a negative this time, we're going to the left. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions. So here's our new that's where our decimal would be. So it's 0 there, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, okay? So 4.17 by 10 to the negative 5 is equal to 0.0000417. Because it's a negative number, all right, there, we've got a small number here. So that's how you do your conversions from scientific notation to decimals. But what you might also want to be able to do is do your conversions of decimal numbers to scientific notation. And we often do this in chemistry because we have very, very large numbers, or we operate on very, very small levels, okay? So to go the opposite way, all right, when you have we'll start this time with a really, really small number. So when you've got a really small number, such as 0.00000, let's put just some of these in, 146, for example, okay? This is our small number. Now it takes a long time to write that out, particularly if you're doing a lot of calculations with it. So what we'll do is we'll try and convert that into scientific notation form. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to take your decimal, which is here, and you're going to move it. So you're going to get it until you get that first number, like the 3.16 here. We want to get it to be over here, so by the 1. So we're going to keep moving it like this till we get to our decimal in there. So the number is going to be 1.46 times 10, and then you count how many places you moved it. So we moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places. Because it's a really small number, it's negative 9, okay? So this number here in scientific notation is 1.46 by 10 to the minus 9. If you've got really, really big numbers, all right, so let's do something like 74,600,000, all right. So again, what we're looking at doing is just moving our decimal. So our decimal is here. We're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just so we've got our decimal with a 1 number on the other side. So it's 7.46 times by 10, and then we have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places we moved it. So it's times by 10 to the 7. And that's how we convert a normal number into scientific notation. So this is all I'm going to go through today. Hopefully you've worked out the way to convert either scientific notation to a normal number or a normal number to scientific notation. Strongly recommend maybe you talk to your maths teachers about index numbers if you're a little bit unsure, but hopefully this has been enough to sort of give you a jig and of your memory banks and just help you work out what you need to do for chemistry. All right, thanks guys.